Oftentimes in teaching my classes, I bring up the idea of using these techniques in a real life situation. And especially with the kids, reminding them not to use these techniques unless they themselves or someone they love or protecting someone, if they sense danger. That's the time we use this, not when you're trying to have fun and goof off, because you can hurt someone. There's real consequences, especially with jiu-jitsu. There's broken bones. There's, putting someone, choking them unconscious or even further than that. And that's exactly what happened in a real life incident in New York. And so it was a great, moment of discussion for the students, because this is a real life incident where jiu-jitsu was used and a life was lost. And, how did they feel about it? What did they feel, as far as the outcome and the actions? And for myself, my opinions were, there's two individuals really involved, Jordan Neely and Daniel Penny. And just, I'll show this quick video.
The 24-year-old Marine veteran seen here in the fatal choking of Jordan Neely will be charged with second-degree manslaughter tomorrow.
This was cut and dry to anyone who's seen it.
In a statement tonight, his attorneys say Daniel Penny stepped in to protect himself and his fellow New Yorkers. His well-being was not assured. He risked his own life and safety for the good of his fellow passengers. The unfortunate result was the unintended and unforeseen death of Mr. Neely. Witnesses say the 30-year-old Neely was shouting that he was hungry and acting aggressively toward passengers. He'd been on a special city homeless watch list, considered a potential risk to himself and others.
Now in this video, the man in the chokehold is Jordan Neely, 30 years old, homeless person. His mother was murdered by his stepfather, which sent him into a further depression. Impersonator, street performer, and at this point, he had 42 prior arrests. 3 of those were unprovoked assaults on women, where a 67-year-old woman had her nose broken and orbital bone broke. He was overheard making threats towards passengers, and 3 individuals decided that wasn't going to fly. And so they restrained him, and one of the men, Daniel Penny, a former Marine sergeant who was awarded the Marine Corps' Good Conduct Medal. So at least from this little bit of history, we know he's has nowhere near the same record as Jordan Neely, but Daniel put Jordan into a chokehold to also help restrain him. And what I believe was 15 minutes of this situation before police maybe arrived, he had passed away in that time. And that's where the argument really is he killed him. And in that situation, he used jiu-jitsu, he used a self-defense move to restrain someone, and he took the chance. And this is the conversation that we have in class is, if you insert yourself into these situations, whether by choice or not, you do take on these risks and ramifications and the consequences. And this one, he inserted himself to protect others, and the man ended up dying. Now, I personally don't feel anything should happen to Daniel Penny. What he sensed, I feel, is totally right. He sensed danger. Now, I hope if I was in that same situation, I would do everything the same way, except I would hope, because of my training in jiu-jitsu and my knowledge of the martial arts and the human body, that I might be able to let go in time and also keep a good restraint on this person without killing him. But I haven't put myself in that situation. And so I feel, me personally, nothing should come to Daniel Penny. He should be released, be able to go right back on his way. And, I can't say that I feel bad for Jordan Neely. It is unfortunate that he had to pass away and he couldn't get better help that he probably still desperately needed. But that many arrests and unprovoked attacks that's way too many. And, once the livelihood and the safety of everyone around you is threatened, it's like, I'm probably going to step in too. It's just unfortunate that, like I said, someone had to lose their life on this occasion. So please, if you have any thoughts, I welcome you to join in the discussion. You can leave a comment. You can send me a message personally. I'd love to hear what you have to say. This is Mike Fowler. See you next one.